Disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Do not attempt this at home. Vitiated how-to will not be responsible because you decided to be a cheap ass and not hire a professional.
On with the show.
Alright, today I made dog food. First thing I did was took to a 24 plus pound turkey, stuck it in a pan that I got from Wally World. I put almost 32 ounces of water in the bottom of it, in the bottom of the pan. I took the liver, the gizzard, the neck, the heart, and all the other shit that was stuffed inside there, and I stuck it in the tray, in this tray here, before the rice, so that way the water would soak up some of the juice, or the stuff would soak up some of the juice from the water. So I did that, and I cooked it for about 5.5 hours, what the package said for the turkey was. So I did all that, and I got it really close. The little button popped before the 5.5 hours. I just did the 5.5 hours. So the last 30 or 40 minutes, I pulled it out of the oven, and I checked to make sure that everything was at the proper temperature before I did this. So I checked the proper temperature of the whole bird all over the place, and it was fine. So I took rice with the remaining liquid that was in there, because the liquid actually was to right there, almost 3/4 the depth of the pan. So anybody that cooks rice, an actual cup of rice gets 2 cups of water. A little rice cooker cup of rice gets 2 of those little things of water. So it's 2 part one, 1 part the other. I'm really good at cooking rice because I've cooked hundreds of pounds of the shit for my birds back in the day. So with that being said, you see the extra space that was here? So I dumped rice around the whole thing. Oh, nope, let's back up. I took the neck and all that stuff out. Well, most everything I could get. I took it back out, stuck it back in the cavity of the bird. So that way I had more space for the rice. So I took that all out, for the most part I could. And all the liquid that was in there was from the bird. And the extra weight they try to screw you over with when they say this stupid thing that gets wasted, because it's 5 or 10% of the entire bird weight that you get is liquid and brine. So when you cook it, all that liquid that was down in there usually gets dumped, and that's hell, a good 4 pounds of the bird when you buy it. So you're throwing 4 pounds away. Not today. It got absorbed by the rice. What you can do, what I should have done, but I really didn't worry about it. And yes, I made a little teepee out of it, so that way I could hold all the moisture in. You want to hold as much moisture in as you can to keep the liquid. It was set at 325, and after the 325, it went off to 4.5 hours. I added the rice and turned the oven off. So there was enough heat in there for the next 30 minutes that would cook all this rice. Well, about halfway through that, I should have went and took and kind of stirred the rice back over, so the top, like the top here, wouldn't be so dry like it is. I mean, it got cooked, but then it turned around and dried back out. So I should have just went and did this. That way, so it was all still nice and moist for the second go around. And pretty much there it is. I mean, you can do this for you if you don't mind the fatty liquid. You can make it for yourself, because I've done it before for different other things. So it is 100% completely edible. And to prove the point that it's edible, little too fatty for my taste, but you get the point. It was a little too greasy for me. But overall, I mean, it works. And I've done this many a times for other things. This is my first time doing the rice with the turkey. But I've always done it with the chicken when I cooked the chicken for them, for my other 3 or 4 dogs that I had back then. So, that's how you make dog food. My way.